male hostility is everywhere, and it's not logical, it's not rational, and any so-called male space that's not gate kept against feminists always falls and gets taken over. Okay, so Leonardo DiCaprio has been getting attacked for dating younger women. It's totally irrational. The younger women go for older men. It's their choice. If anyone should be attacked, it's the women for dating the older man they're not sexually interested in, right? If it was about sexual attraction, it would you get more women dating poorer men, but it's not about sexual attraction, right? So it's about status and money, and it's not like oh, there's two equal men of in regards to looks and attraction. I'll go for the one with more money. It's all money based. It's mostly money based. Okay, there are some women who go for men they find attractive, but they're the minority, in my opinion. They're like, and even men who go for women they find attractive, there's a certain base level status that they'll accept. They won't go any lower whatsoever. Okay, and there's not enough high status men to go around anyway. Because if there was more of these women wouldn't go for men they find attractive. They'll go for the high status man. Okay, so Leonardo DiCaprio getting attacked for that, and it's the women's choice. So I'm going to read some of the comments. Imagine looking up to and glorifying a lifestyle you'll never touch. That's not what the video's about. You never watched the video. Okay? So he gets called out for it by VC Kingpin. I'm going to summarise, so I don't have to read all of it. He calls him out for that. LOL, I didn't even watch the video until the first 3 minutes just now. Imagine watching a 20-minute video of some middle-aged dude getting mad and breaking down some shitty AI-made video trying to prove Leo's not a bad guy. Well, he's not trying to prove that. He's trying to defend Leo from attack. Like, Leo could actually be a bad guy, but he's still entitled to date women half his age, right? He's nearly 50, so it's his choice, right? No one points guns at women and forces them to date richer, older men. And these women are high status themselves. This is how hypergamy works. High status women go for even higher status men. These women are not on a poverty line. They're not like poor, starving third world women dating Leonardo DiCaprio out of desperation, are they? Right? Okay, thank you. Try this shit out in real life, and you're gonna be sad and alone. Like 1 out of 100 thousands of misguided men now these days. All right, whatever. That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't read this part. I don't know what he's talking points are, but I know they're along the lines of he has power, so don't even love him. He's being smart. So I don't know what his talking points are, but I know what his talking points are. So he's too lazy to watch the video. If you're too lazy to watch the video, can you just please shut the fuck up? Just zip your mouth. You've got nothing to add to the conversation. Jealous much? I was just posting that to wind him up. I'm the real PMC. I'm actually just a guy that makes millions of dollars and gets to bang supermodels and then ditched him when they start to show you these tiny signs of aging. Yeah. Okay, so he just admitted he'll do it himself. Okay, he's not making any sense. Am I jealous of a guy that most likely die emotionally lonely because he's now created the persona of the old rich guy that didn't date older women? So we see a rolling door of girls coming through in his life, waiting for him to die so he can have some of his money. No. You're also cringe. What a fucking moron. So, how is marrying one woman, having lifelong commitment, which you can't have, going to make him less lonely? Right, so he's probably not lonely. He's probably got friends. He's got multiple women to choose from, right? Okay. Right, okay. He's going to be far less lonely than you, mate. You or me. He's got more social options than you or me. Yeah. Okay. But how is, like, committing to one woman, then getting divorce rate like countless Hollywood celebrities? How that's going to make you less lonely? These tradcon, it's probably a tradcon. These tradcon mate guarders are so obsessed with the one woman nonsense. This died out years ago. Women have basically told you they don't want lifelong commitment, and the price for associating with them is a contract that allows them to cash out and divorce rape you and take your money. Right, and take your kids away from you, and you still attack men who don't fall into that trap as like, oh, there's a problem with them, they're commitment phobes, they're emotionally damaged. What a load of nonsense. Hero worship isn't a good thing, but having role models, no pun, isn't a bad thing. It's a very good thing, actually. Whether or not you think Leo's a good role model and for what is entirely subjective, so you didn't watch the video and just make a platitude comment. Okay. These people congratulate each other. Okay, this is stuff I'm interested in. I'm not gonna read all of this. What the fuck is this incel shit? So it goes straight for the incel smear. But I think this guy's a sexless perma virgin. in my opinion. He's a sexually frustrated, low status man, right? In my opinion, this is why he's against Leonardo DiCaprio. What the fuck is this incel shit? Leonardo DiCaprio is a creep and should be addressed as such. No, he's not a creep because that's a vague subjective insult term. It's used to smear men. It can mean dangerous. It can mean unattractive. It can mean a loser. It can mean ugly. It can mean low status, or it can mean all of them. Right? Don't be creepy. So it's like it means just don't be male, basically. Okay. I'll tell you a story about me being called a creep on the internet. Okay. Let me tell you this story. This is like 10 years ago, or even longer. This is like 12 years ago on Facebook. I was in this group, and I had lots of online girlfriends at the time. I used to flirt with really attractive women, and it's really like a 10 out of 10. This really, 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 really sexy Asian chick. Oh my god, she was like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen online. I can't believe she was a single mother though, but she was so fucking attractive. She was so stunning, so fucking stunning, right? And we used to flirt and we used to talk, and I knew her for like a few months. And for some reason, she thought I was getting too clingy and I was talking to her too much, and I didn't pick up on the signs. And she never told me, "Oh, I'm sick of you now," because she can't take responsibility for that. I'm bored of you. Let's move on. Or she never gave me any hints. She just started calling me a creep in the Facebook group I hung out with her in front of everyone. Right? She just called me a creep, and she was coming on to me very strongly. And I just posted her comments to me in DMs and showed it to everyone. I said, "Look, I'm a creep, am I? Am I too clingy? Am I? This is what you've been saying to me." Yeah. She came on to me so fucking strong at the start, right? Like talking about meeting up with me, blah blah blah. Then she turned against me, right? And I was really pissed off, and I did that to her. And everyone sided with me actually because they knew me in the group. But that's just ever since then I've been really. I've never liked the word creepy before that, but ever since then I've been really weary of the word creep. Okay, I've been really weary of the word creep. What reason I never met up with her? She was in the USA, by the way. But yeah, so I've been really weary of the word creep. It's very, and I've been called a creep online before by feminists as well. Like they don't even know me, don't know what I look like. They just think, oh, I'm an anti-feminist, therefore I'm a creep. What the fuck is this incel shit? Leonardo DiCaprio is a creep and should be addressed as such. No, he should not be addressed as such. He's dating who he wants to date, and he's entitled to date who he wants to date if they're legal age. Period. If other people do like that, it's said in the video, then it should be addressed as creeps as well. End of story. No, it's not end of the fucking story because you don't address gold diggers as creeps. You don't attack their preference. And being a gold digger is a creep, right? Older man, younger woman. I just find you attractive. I want to be with you because you're attractive. Boom. Straightforward, honest. Boom. Nothing creepy about that. Woman. Oh, euphemisms. I pretend to find you interesting for who you are. I pretend to find you attractive. I'll rationalize it away. But really, I'm just with you for the money and I'm manipulating you. To me, that's creepy, right? Okay? And I don't criticize cougars with younger men because at least they're going with the younger men for, in the most part because they find them attractive. They like their looks. Straightforward, honest. Everyone knows where they stand. This sub is supposed to be a safe space for men to ask for help, express themselves, and talk with other men, not to share shit like this. Do better. So it's meant to be a safe space, but he gets triggered by a video defending Leonardo DiCaprio from attack. He calls them incels, right? It's meant to be a space to express yourself, but you attack them as incels. All right, whatever. See the contradiction there. It infests every subreddit I find that primarily focuses on men. Incel shit. Peterson, Tate, all fucking nonsense, stick with bullshit, but guys in their late teens, early 20s lap it up. So no one was talking about Andrew Tate, right? Okay, no one's talking about Andrew Tate, no one's talking about Peterson, okay? Person posted a video, posted a post, is against Peterson. I'm against Peterson. I'm against Andrew Tate. He's against Andrew Tate, okay? So they just brought it up to poison the well. That's called poisoning the well. Yeah, there must be something that can be done. I'm in my early 20s and I never thought this shit was something morally right. Yeah, because I'm in my early 20s. I'm younger. I'm lower status. I haven't got my status yet. The older men are banging the younger women. I'm angry and I'm jealous. So he's a perma virgin, or he's a virgin right now, or he's sexless. Or look, when I lost my virginity, it did come with a big flood of women suddenly sleeping with me, right? Okay. So even if he's not a virgin, He's not getting regular sex, right? If he was getting regular sex, he would not be attacking Leonardo DiCaprio. And when he's 50, and he's got he has status, he'll fuck a 25-year-old woman. He'll date a 25-year-old woman, right? Let's put it this way, right? Let's say he was 50 and he wasn't high status, and the only girl he could get was 18. He'll go for that out of desperation, right? Okay. The most way to draw a line between self-improvement and self-love. Self-love is narcissism and putting down others and hate. So he's putting down others and spreading hate and defending hate against Leonardo DiCaprio, right? But then he's going, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing that. It's nonsense. It's sucking this up. It's sucking this up the only way. No, shutting your mouth and not commenting on things of this nature is the only way. Because you've got nothing to add. You're just hostile. Men will always have so much shit in them and against them. People like Tate and all the people that follow them hurt themselves as much as they hurt others. And all we can do is stay put and watch. This is just sad. Well, this has nothing to do with Tate, so shut the fuck up. Right? Blah, 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 blah. They're just hijacking, wall of text, hijacking. Right? Okay, let's... So I'm just a stranger on the internet, but I'm glad I can be at least a little helpful. There's two key adages I fall back on. The first is more Reddit specific. You can't win an argument on the internet by yourself. You need to, if possible, get the entire community to push back against an opposing viewpoint. He's talking about brigading, by the way. You're not allowed to do that on Reddit. No matter how batshit insane it is. And that either the person will see the error of the ways or more likely will call back to whatever corner of the internet supports their delusions. There's no delusions here, right? There's no delusions here. Leonardo DiCaprio should not be getting attacked for his dating preferences. It's a double standard. It's a double standard in its missionary. Okay, if Leonardo DiCaprio is 99 years old and he wants to date an 18-year-old, he can. Shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter if you find the fault of an old, wrinkly old man slapping his wrinkly old body up and pounding away at a firm, fit, nimble young woman. Doesn't matter if you find that disgusting, right? It's none of your business. It's none of your business. I don't like scat play. I want zero interest in scat play. I don't attack people who do that in their sex lives. It's none of my fucking business, right? Okay, what consenting adults do with each other is none of your fucking business, right? If you watch my videos, I never tell men not to date, right? I never tell them. I'm against marriage, the marriage contract. I'm against the marriage contract because that actually affects me, and in fact, it affects single men because they got to pay for the tax break, right? And it keeps missionary going. But I actually don't tell men not to get married. I don't let them promote marriage in my spaces, but if they want to get married and commit suicide, that's on them. If they want to date, that's on them. I never tell them not to date. You can see my videos. You can see my video history. I don't tell people what to do. If it's legal and it's between consenting adults and it doesn't harm anyone, that's their business. And if they harm themselves, that's their business. Right? I mind my own business. There's just no way to online arguments most of the time in regards to that person in the thread specifically. I looked at his post history, saw him immediately attacking me and decided blocking was a better call. So I was getting called out, so he blocks me, which leads into the second adage. I'll perhaps lean more on than I should, but I'm kind of old and tired. You're not required to attend every argument to which you're invited. Basically, if someone's going to be an obnoxious piece of shit, you don't have to give them the time of day. So what he's done, he's blocked me, so I can't respond to him, and others can't respond to him, and he's just hijacking and filling up space, being an obnoxious piece of shit. This is being an obnoxious piece of shit. This is hijacking, right? In the end, it's up to you how much energy you have for this sort of thing. One of my very, very best real-life friends is a mod of a feminist subreddit. He's a feminist. This guy's a feminist. He's probably a male feminist. She gets multiple death threats and the worst misogyny you've ever seen multiple times every day. This is a lie. I've done videos explaining that feminist claims of death threats is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. He's lying. Feminists, look, Gorbals, when there's a Dresden bombing, right, there's an element of truth to it. Dresden got bombed. They lost 25,000. Gorbals lied and say they lost 250,000. Gorbals lied when Germany invaded Poland and claimed Poland attacked them first. Gorbals lies. He's a propaganda minister. Feminists lie. Gorbals lies, feminists lies. Get it? They both lie. So this claims of rape threats, death threats, misogyny, it's a lie. She gets multiple death threats and the worst misogyny I've ever seen multiple times every day. The term misogyny is not valid. There's no such thing as misogyny. Oops, I had to minimize that. Right? Okay? The misogyny does not exist. I've ever seen multiple times a day. It energizes her though, because every once in a while someone will make a breakthrough that she deems meaningful and it'll make it all worthwhile to her. A lie. Lie, 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 lie. Mostly, I personally say changing people's minds for real life. That's a lot scarier for sure. You know, look, if I ever met you in real life, you wouldn't change my mind. Let's put it that way. You can't. But it feels more impactful since you see the person and not just a username. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of room for possible discussions on men's issues. Yeah, but not with you hijacking and filling up the thread. Look, blah, blah, blah. They're just filling it up, taking up space. Right? I don't want to discourage you on that if that's something you want to be passionate about. Just be sure to keep yourself safe. So this guy attacks people as incels. He's sexually frustrated. He can't get the girls. He's jealous of older men. And him and the male feminists are just taking up space. Right? So it doesn't make any fucking sense. There's more to this. There's jealousy detected. It is jealousy. It is jealousy. And this is... I see a lot of people posting on here claiming that they're red pillars and they're from the manosphere. And it's Reddit that's not moderated and it's taken over by feminists. So this video should be getting 100% support. This is defending a man from attack for his dating preferences. And it's got sexually frustrated perma-virgin men and feminists joining in the attack. And perma-virgin men and feminists seem to be great allies. And tradcons as well. Right? So, and look, okay, there's male feminists who are getting pussy, right? They get to do whatever they do with feminist girlfriends, and it's not something to be envious of, is it? Yeah, yeah. So there's something really wrong with men turning on other men out of jealousy and resentment and hostility. Yeah, every single heterosexual man, when they get older, they'll date younger women. Right? And if I could, I would have a harem. I would have a harem. I would have some older women. I would have a few fat women, not too fat, but nice curvy women. Some younger women, big booed women, big butt women, one of every race. Some black women, some Chinese women, and I'd bang them all if I could. That's my fantasy. And if I could do it at low risk in the real world, I'd do it. And so would many men as well. And the thing is, this nonsense. Oh, this idea you can emotionally attach in commitment is just a lie. It's fucking nonsense, right? Let me give you an analogy. I recently spent time at a friend's place, and he had 3 cats, and I spent time with 2 of the cats, and I developed affection for 2 of the cats. Right? I really like the cats. Okay. Or humans. I've got multiple male friends. I can only have affection for one of them. Bollocks! If I had a harem and I had girlfriends and they treated me nice and I got to bang them and I treated them nice, I'd develop affection for all of them. And I'd love all of them, right? So this thing you can only have like true love or affection with one person, lifetime bonding. It's nonsense. Lifetime bonding, lifetime commitment is gone. It's gone. It doesn't exist. And you're a lunatic and deranged if you still think it does. Right? Stop attacking men for their dating preferences. Over and out.